Have you ever felt tired of trying so hard? Tired of thinking about the same dream every day, worrying about when it will happen, and wondering why nothing seems to be changing? Maybe you have been trying to control every detail of your life. Maybe you have been holding on so tightly because you are afraid that if you stop pushing, everything will fall apart. But what if the thing you want is not being blocked by life? What if it is being blocked by the pressure, fear, and stress you are carrying inside? Many people believe that getting what they want means working harder, thinking more, and controlling every step. They spend their days checking for signs, worrying about results, and feeling frustrated when things do not happen quickly. But sometimes the more we chase, the more distant things begin to feel. It is like trying to hold water in your hands. The tighter you squeeze, the more it slips away. Life has a strange way of working. Sometimes the answers, opportunities, and blessings we want arrive when we finally breathe, relax, and stop forcing everything. Maybe today is the moment you stop fighting life and start allowing it to flow. Maybe the universe has been waiting for you to let go. Now let us talk about something many people never notice: resistance. Resistance is not always loud. It does not always look like fear or sadness. Sometimes resistance hides behind overthinking. It hides behind worrying too much. It hides behind constantly asking, when will it happen? Or why is it taking so long? You may believe you are staying focused on your dream, but without realizing it, you may actually be creating pressure around it. Think about this for a moment. When your mind is full of fear, doubt, and stress, your energy changes. You begin to live in a state of waiting. You start feeling that something is missing in your life right now. And when you constantly focus on what is missing, your mind keeps reminding you that you do not have it yet. This creates frustration, impatience, and emotional exhaustion. Many people spend so much time trying to control every outcome because deep inside they are afraid. Afraid things will not work out. Afraid they are running out of time. Afraid they will lose what they want. But fear creates tension, and tension creates resistance. The truth is, sometimes the greatest thing standing between you and your desires is not the outside world. Sometimes it is the invisible weight you are carrying inside yourself. And the first step to freedom is becoming aware of it. One of the biggest misunderstandings people have is about letting go. Many hear those words and immediately think, if I let go, does that mean I stop caring? Does it mean I give up on my dreams? But that is not what letting go means at all. Letting go is not quitting. It is not losing hope. And it is not deciding that your desires no longer matter. Letting go simply means releasing the fear that surrounds them. You can still want something deeply and not hold on to it with stress. You can still have goals, dreams, and wishes while also feeling peace inside your heart. The problem begins when desire turns into desperation, when every day becomes a struggle, when your happiness depends only on one result. That is when life starts feeling heavy. Think of a seed planted in the ground. After planting it, you do not dig it up every day to check if it is growing. You trust the process. You water it, care for it, and give it time. You understand that growth is happening even when you cannot see it. Life works in a similar way. Letting go means doing what you can and then allowing life to do the rest. It means saying, I trust that what is meant for me is finding its way. And sometimes that simple shift changes everything. One reason people struggle to let go is because they expect life to work according to their timing. We often create a plan in our minds. We decide when things should happen, how they should happen, and what the outcome should look like. Then, when life does not follow that exact schedule, frustration begins, doubt enters the mind, fear starts growing, and slowly trust begins to disappear. But life does not always move according to the clock we create. Sometimes what you are asking for is taking time because things are being arranged behind the scenes. There may be people you have not met yet, opportunities you have not seen yet, or lessons you still need before receiving what you desire. Just because you cannot see movement does not mean nothing is happening. Think about how many times in life things made sense only after they happened. In the moment, delays felt painful. Closed doors felt unfair. Waiting felt difficult. But later you realized that things happened exactly when they needed to. Sometimes what felt like rejection was actually protection. Sometimes what felt like a delay was preparation. The universe may see a bigger picture than you can see right now. Your job is not to force every step. Your job is to keep moving, keep believing, and trust that life is working even when your eyes cannot yet see the full path ahead. Sometimes we do not even realize that we are holding on too tightly. We think we are simply being dedicated, focused, or serious about our dreams. But if we look deeper, there are often small signs that reveal what is really happening inside us. The truth is, when you are holding on with fear instead of trust, your mind and emotions begin to show it. One sign is constantly checking for results. You keep looking for proof that something is happening. You keep asking yourself, is it here yet? When will things change? Why is nothing happening? Your mind becomes trapped in waiting. Another sign is feeling frustrated when things take time. Instead of feeling hopeful, you start feeling pressure and disappointment. You may also notice that your mood changes depending on what happens outside of you. One good sign makes you feel happy. One delay makes you feel discouraged. One small problem makes you believe everything is going wrong. This emotional up and down feeling can become exhausting. Another sign is overthinking every detail. You replay conversations, create imaginary situations, and try to predict every possible outcome. But the more you try to control every moment, the heavier life begins to feel. The truth is simple. Peace disappears when control becomes stronger than trust. And sometimes becoming aware of these signs is the first step toward finally letting go. Trust is powerful because it creates space. When your mind is full of fear, stress, and constant worry, there is little room left for peace. You become emotionally tired because you feel like you must carry the weight of everything by yourself. You feel responsible for controlling every detail, fixing every problem, and forcing every answer. But life becomes much lighter when you realize that not everything needs to be carried alone. Trust does not mean pretending that challenges do not exist. It does not mean ignoring reality or sitting still and doing nothing. Trust means believing that even if you cannot see the full path, life is still moving forward. It means understanding that uncertainty does not always mean something bad is happening. Sometimes uncertainty simply means the next chapter has not revealed itself yet. Think about how different life feels when you stop fighting every moment. Your breathing becomes calmer. Your mind becomes quieter. You stop asking, "What if things go wrong?" and slowly begin asking, "What if things work out better than I imagined?" That small shift can change everything. Miracles often enter our lives when we stop standing at the door of fear. Because when you trust, you stop blocking possibilities. You stop pushing life away. And instead of forcing every answer, you begin allowing beautiful things to find their way to you naturally. Now the question becomes, how do you actually let go? Many people hear those words and think it sounds good, but they do not know where to begin. The truth is, letting go is not one big moment. It is a small practice you choose again and again every day. It begins with creating little moments of peace inside your life. Start by giving yourself permission to pause. Take a deep breath and simply sit with yourself for a moment. Notice how often your mind races toward the future. Notice how often you think about problems that have not even happened yet. Sometimes we become so busy worrying about tomorrow that we completely miss the peace available today. Gratitude is another powerful habit. Instead of focusing only on what is missing, begin noticing what is already present. Even small things matter. The air you breathe, the people you love, the lessons you have learned, and the strength that carried you through difficult days. Gratitude slowly shifts your attention from lack to abundance. You can also repeat simple words to yourself like, "I trust life. Everything is working out for me," or "What is meant for me is coming at the perfect time." These small reminders calm the mind and soften fear. Little by little, these daily practices teach your heart something beautiful. You do not need to control everything to feel safe. Something beautiful begins to happen when you stop trying to control every part of life. The changes may not appear all at once, and they may not arrive with loud signs. Sometimes they begin quietly. First, you notice a little more peace inside your mind. The constant pressure starts becoming lighter. The endless need to force answers slowly fades away. And for the first time in a long time, you begin to breathe easier. Then other changes start appearing. Your thinking becomes clearer because fear is no longer controlling every thought. You stop making decisions from panic and begin making them from peace. Instead of feeling desperate, you begin feeling more grounded. Instead of chasing, you begin trusting. Many people notice that opportunities begin appearing in unexpected ways. New ideas enter their minds. Helpful people show up. Doors begin opening where there once seemed to be walls. And sometimes the very thing they were trying so hard to force arrives naturally when they stop obsessing over it. The most powerful change of all is not what happens outside of you. It is what happens within you. You begin feeling safe even without having all the answers. You begin feeling calm even without complete certainty. And that peace becomes something far more valuable than constantly living in fear and struggle. When you release control, you do not lose power. In many ways, you finally find it. There comes a moment when you realize that constantly chasing things is exhausting. Chasing can make you feel like happiness is always somewhere far away. It creates the feeling that life will finally begin only after you get that relationship, that success, that opportunity, or that dream. But when you live that way, you keep telling yourself that something important is missing right now. The truth is, there is a big difference between chasing and allowing. Chasing comes from fear. It says, I need this right now, or I will not be okay. But allowing comes from trust. It says, I know good things are coming, and I do not need to force them. One feels heavy, and the other feels peaceful. The most powerful shift happens when you stop asking, how can I get this? And start asking, who am I becoming? Because your energy changes when you begin becoming a person who trusts life. A person who believes they are worthy. A person who understands that what is meant for them does not need endless struggle to arrive. You do not need to become someone who chases every blessing. You can become someone who receives. Someone who walks through life with faith instead of fear. Someone who understands that life is not a race. And sometimes, when you stop running after everything, life gently brings the right things directly to you. As we come to the end of this journey, remember this: not everything in life needs to be forced. You do not have to carry the weight of every answer, every outcome, and every fear on your shoulders. Sometimes the greatest act of strength is not holding on tighter. Sometimes it is finally allowing yourself to release control and trust the process of life. The universe does not always work according to the timing you expect, but that does not mean it is ignoring you. Things may be aligning in ways you cannot see yet. Opportunities may be moving toward you. Doors may already be opening behind the scenes. Your job is not to live in fear. Your job is to keep believing, keep growing, and keep allowing peace into your heart. Take a deep breath and remind yourself, I do not need to force what is meant for me. I trust life. I trust the journey. I trust that everything meant for me is finding its way at the perfect time. If this message connected with your heart today, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to the channel for more uplifting and powerful content. Thank you for being here. And remember, relax, trust, and allow life to surprise you.